Hello, Mentorship Revolution, family, friends, community, fellow believers. Have you seen our question column, the 13th edition? I released it a few days ago, and I think it is a must-see. I decided to dedicate this specific column to college students like myself who are in this season of life, and it's going to be great. The main revolve is that I wanted to give you expect tips on when you get to college, what to be prepared about, what to know will happen, how to know how to navigate college life, and how to be as smart as you can in how you use your college years, whether it's your studies, whether it's the decisions you make, whether it's the relationships you make, whether you have to adapt. College is about adapting. College is about remaining true to yourself, which means if you came in and you know that you wanted to succeed and you know that you wanted to treat your studies seriously and you just know that you're straightforward about where you see yourself going, you have to remain true to that, because in college is very busy, the life is very fast, and it's a lot of things going on campus. It's a lot of things that are great and positive around you, and it's good for studies. It's good for career, professional development. It's good for you learning how to be to volunteer, networking. All those things are going to be what you see on college campuses. But even more is that you can get distracted and you can find that you may become imbalanced, or there may be prioritization issues that you need to deal with. So just make sure you know that in college, it's amazing. It's, to me, honestly, even though I have faced my most challenging semester this semester at my college, I do think that college is something that when you are straight out of high school and you're 18, 17, and you're fresh faced, I still think that college is necessary for a lot of us, because I feel like it introduces us to how to navigate this complex world. While some people go from college and go straight into a job market, or they have this one job that they are able to walk into and generate, and begin to build their life, I think college is good for us who want to take some time to, we want education. If you want an education, college is good for you. But along with that, you learn you may get your first job like I did, or even if you were working before in college, you have better job opportunities, and because you have this college that you are affiliated with, there's more of a wider advanced opportunities available for you. So I think that college is still an opportune time in your life, but just know that college is still the beginning of you learning how to be an adult, whether you want to call it a young adult or an adult. It's still the beginning of you learning how to make your own decisions and use your time wisely, and just making sure that you are taking the necessary steps to cultivate yourself and cultivate your identity, cultivate your resources, and cultivate your foundation. Because after college, you really just go straight into the real world, and there is where you are pretty much having to find this sense of independency, which is great, but we have to be prepared for it, and we have to, try to strive to be our best selves. As early as we can, I believe we should strive to be our best selves, and we shouldn't wait till we're 16, 17, 18. I think that once we have reached a sense of maturity, we can begin to get into ourselves and get serious and passionate about being an educated mind and the relationships we have. Make sure we have healthy relationships that are going to be part of a fabric that we won't regret in the long run. And that is why I created this column. So make sure you check out Mentorship Revolution, question column 13th edition. It is great, and all you college students like me, those past, present, future, if you want to send this to your family member, maybe you have a daughter or niece or nephew, make sure that you spread the word about this question column, because I believe that it has some important, valuable information, and it's coming firsthand from a college student. Right now, I'm in my junior year at Lenore University, and my major is psychology. I live in North Carolina, but right now I am in Hickory, North Carolina, And I have some good stories that I can tell you about how I ended up where I'm at right now on my path. And God has been great to me. And as I said, this semester has been my most challenging. Right now I'm in the middle of a move because of some unexpected things that happen in my environment. And I know that it's not healthy for me to stay here, so I am leaving. And that right there is what God has told me to do, so I am going to be obedient. So, anyways, I hope that you enjoy your Sunday, but make sure you do not forget to read that question column. And if you don't even know what our question columns are, I am going to tell you more about it. The question column is something I started because I feel that in the world today, we're always asking questions. We never run out of questions to ask, and even when we do, we find that the answers become a little bit more elaborate and a little bit more complex and sometimes a little bit more difficult. So that's just how life is, and I think that our question column is free, but I would love for you to join and, subscribe and become a full-time member to Mentorship Revolution, because someday I'm going to make the question columns password accessed, which means if you don't have a password, you cannot access the question columns. And only people that are in our community full time and, actually go to our website daily, weekly, only those people will be able to access the question column. Because I'm giving you guys so much good material and content, and I have not been doing it for financial reasons alone. I have not been doing it because I'm trying to become a millionaire overnight. Mentorship Revolution it's a business that is more like an organization and a community. So I hope that you will go see that question column and see how it can contribute to your life and your ideas on college. Also, we have recently released our monthly newsletter, the 16th edition. Now, about the monthly newsletters, we release those monthly because it gives you all the updates on what's going on in our office, what are we doing at this time, what is available via our services, what are we talking about, what are we focusing on at this time of the month. And it just keeps you updated on what we're doing, and it allows you to gain that information so you can become involved in Mentorship Revolution, because I make this really accessible for everyone, and I believe in accepting everyone to our platform unless you're spamming or unless you're being discombobulated and you're just doing things that are rude and offensive. Most likely you can find your place on this platform. So I hope that you enjoy your Super Soul Sunday, but do not forget to go see our monthly question column 16th edition. No, monthly question column 13th edition and our monthly newsletter, the 16th edition. That website will be mentorshiprevolution.com. I am checking out.